How is everyone doing this fine Sunday evening? I am trying to get myself together tonight at maybe about an hour at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I am doing a free masterclass. We are going to get our business to the bank, okay? So we are going to get our business to the bank by knowing what the proper business structure is, so that the IRS doesn't just, tax us to death. We are going to get our business to the bank by making sure that our assets are protected. We are going to get ourselves to the bank by making sure we have all the contracts that we need. And we are going to get ourselves to the bank by knowing how to market and sell our product or service to our target audience to go bring them to us. So bring them either to your website, bring them to your brick and mortar. We're going to go out and get the client and bring it to us so we can get to the bank, okay? That's what we are doing tonight. So if you have not registered, there is still time. You can, if you're on my Instagram page, you can just comment bank in my Instagram page, and a link will be sent to you. If your Instagram page is private, then just send me a DM with the word bank, and I can send you a link. If you're on my TikTok or YouTube page, just click that first link in my bio, and you'll see a link to a masterclass. You can register. The masterclass is not going to be on live. It's going to be a full-blown webinar, and so you'll be able to register now. Anyone who has signed up, I'm excited, y'all. I'm trying to get this space together. But we're going to have a good time because it is still the first quarter. There is still plenty of 2024 of opportunity. There is still enough time for us to still make 2024 our best year. So I'm not a big believer on New Year's resolutions. Like I'm a believer of baby steps to get myself to my goal, right? What can I do every single day that's going to change me? So, I have a hidden fat girl inside of me. So I always have to, I'm always having to be exercising, watching my weight, right? So you're not going to lose 20.
Rosie Uselli, FaceTime video.
Who was calling me? You're not going to lose 20 pounds overnight, but we can take baby steps. We can walk every single day. We can stop drinking calories. We can do simple things that will get us to our goal. So same things as far as weight loss, personal development, our business. What are 2 or 3 things that we can be doing in our business to get us to the bank? If we learn some new marketing tips and we implement those, how will maybe just sprucing up our social media? Maybe you don't even realize a pain point that you have and you're not even focused on that. I did a consultation a couple of weeks ago with some nurses, right? And they were establishing a clinic, but they were focusing on STDs. So if you don't have insurance and you have an STD, you can go to them and they can prescribe you medicine, right? But when you go on their page, like what everyone thinks, we have all these pretty stock photos, and they were calling it, they had some kind of cute term like a sexually transmitted infection, and it's when you go on the page, it's like It gave you a warm and fuzzy feel, right? Well, I've never had an STD, but I could only imagine if I did have an STD, how I would feel. And what you need to be, I told them, like, when I'm on this page, everything just seems hunky-dory. Everything just seems like, it's a regular day at the park. If I wake up one day and I have syphilis, I have gonorrhea, I am panicking, right? So you need to be able to market your business that your target audience can understand, relate, and you have to make them hit that button. So if I were to ask you, if you had an STD, what are the things that you would be wanting to hear from someone who can help you? So I say, you need to get all these people smiling and, book an appointment today. Baby, I said, you got to change your whole marketing tone. Are you burning? Call me and I can help you in 24 hours. Do you think you've been exposed to HIV? Contact this number now and someone will call you in less than 24 hours. Did you know that there's a pill that can reduce your likelihood of attracting HIV? I didn't know that. They have a pill that will reduce the... Baby, why is this not on the main thing? Do you know how many people who not even having sex will go take a pill just to reduce the likelihood of them getting a disease that people don't want to have? That should be on your main... But see, a lot of times when we're doing our business, we don't understand how to market. We don't understand how to get that client and bring them to us. So for my little STD clinic, I said, baby, everything needs to be your target audience. You have to be able to relate to them, right? Now, I'm not saying that everyone who catches an STD is going to be turned up, right? But a lot of people who are going to catch an STD are turned up, right? So are you going to spring? Did you just get back from spring break? Did you just turn up too much? Baby, go on ahead, come over here and get this test to make sure you're good, right? So I told them that their two target audiences are going to be either one, that party, that turn up, that free lifestyle, right? Who they know, baby, I'm just out here, I am out here too turned. Let me go ahead and get myself together. But that other demographic is going to be that good stay-at-home wife, that good suburban wife. She not doing nothing, but what's her husband doing? She ain't doing nothing. She at church, she honoring her vows, but that husband out there with them strippers, right? Them husband out there with these escorts. Her husband's out here, just living up life. And so you need to bring attention to that audience. Has your husband or wife had an affair? Did the person that you love the most betray you in the most intimate way? Do you think that maybe you could be exposed to a sexually transmitted disease, not because of something that you did, but maybe because someone that you thought and loved and cared about betrayed you? If that is you, I can get you seen in the next 24 hours. Our consultations will be confidential, and we will let you know if you have an STD and be able to give you a prescription. How many, and when I say stay-at-home wives, I'm talking about this suburban demographic, right? How many suburban moms may have a gynecologist, but they don't want to go to the gynecologist? They don't want to go to the person who done pulled out all 4 babies. They don't want to go to the man that they have seen for the last 5-10 years and knows their whole family to let them know, hey, I'm in here because my husband out of order. It's embarrassing. When someone cheats on you, when someone's having an affair, when someone betrays you, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to the person who got betrayed. People don't want to have all their business in the street. Some people don't care. Some people are like, I'm about to tell it all. But some people just don't want their business in the street. So I'm saying all that to say you need to know who your target audience is so that you know how to market to them. So my nurse crew, they thought they were only marketing to people who didn't have insurance. And I said, no, baby. There's going to be some people that do have insurance, but they're going to pay out of pocket because it's not the money that's the issue. Is I'm not about to have my gynecologist know what my husband is doing. I don't want my business in the streets like that. So sometimes small pivot changes can really change your business. So maybe we aren't marketing to our target audience. Maybe we don't even understand who our target audience is. Or maybe we are not really, we're not really emphasizing some of the benefits that our product has. And we're just, no one's taught you, you don't know, and you're just, putting up all these stock photos, you're putting up just generic things because you think that's what marketing is, and you're not really getting the results you want. So I'm doing this free masterclass tonight. Not that anything's going to be life-changing. Sometimes it's just a small pivot. It's that small pivot. It's the small change. It's the restructuring of your business. It's the let me move this employee out of here and put this one over here. It's maybe I need to change the pricing on my product. Maybe I'm pricing my product too low. I forgot to add in the cost for what the shipping was, or I forgot to add in the cost for what my packaging was. So I thought I was doubling my profit, but I'm not doubling my profit. And that's why I'm always robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm not making enough money because I'm pricing my product or service too low. Or maybe there's another stream of income that I can get out of my business. Maybe if I was somehow able to incorporate some kind of ebook, some kind of webinar, some kind of tips and tricks, maybe additional product, I could then add another $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 of income to my bottom line just by adding something small, another product, another thing to offer my already existing client. Maybe you're just everywhere, right? Maybe, you're on Google. You are trying to figure this thing out. You are the first entrepreneur in your family. You're the first entrepreneur in your circle. And you are just trying to figure this thing out. But you find yourself on YouTube and then Instagram. And then one person says be an S Corp. And then another person says have a holding company. And you find yourself, what's it called? Information overload. Like you're just finding, like every time you turn on something, it leads you to something else. So the S Corp led you to the holding company, and the holding company led you to the C Corp, and the C Corp led you to the trust, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, am I ever going to start this business? So maybe you're in information overload, right? Like, I kind of know what I want to do, but I'm scared. I don't want to do it wrong, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to, like, what's the first step? And I see everyone who's making all these mistakes saying, don't do this. And you're just kind of confused. Like, I know what I want to do. I just need to know, am I doing it correctly? Well, that's why I'm having this masterclass tonight. I'm going to break down and go through what we need to be doing, right? Because sometimes it's just a small pivot, a small change in what you're already doing that's going to make a load of difference. And then once you understand why you got to make that change, once you understand, okay, baby, let me get off this obstacle course. Let me just turn YouTube off. Let me just turn all my, this is not what I want. Let me just turn off all the 15 Instagram pages, and let me just kind of get the first 5 steps in one system from one person. So I'm doing this free masterclass tonight because in my businesses, my biggest increase, my biggest transformation was just making a small change. A small, simple change. And that small, simple change is what just catapulted everything. So you may already have your business, right? You may already have your business going. Or maybe, I'm good, but I'm stuck at making $10,000 a month. No matter what I try, no matter what I do, I am always just stuck at $10,000 a month. Or maybe I'm stuck at $100,000 a month. I'm trying, I'm doing new marketing. I've tried this, I've tried that. I just can't get past that ceiling. Well, tonight's class may help bring sometimes you just need one chip out the bowl just to kind of make you be good. And when you make that one pivot, that one simple change, you're going to be like, that is exactly what I needed. When I first started my dealership, we were doing, if you want to go to the class tonight and you're on my Instagram page, I got time. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight, so we're starting in 55 minutes. If you're on my Instagram page, just type in bank in the comments. If you're on my TikTok or my YouTube page, just click the first link in my bio for the masterclass, and you can sign up for the masterclass there. So just talking about small pivots, sometimes, let me give you an example of how something so small can just change everything. I was the first person to bring the concept of the $50 sewing to Houston. So I had a friend. First I started with one salon, grew it to 10 between Louisiana and Texas. But we were known for the $50 sewing, but that concept was new. I'm sure you've heard of it now. This is going to be circa 2011, 2012, right? So $50 sewing. What really took my business to that next level was I was selling, at the time, I was also selling hair at the salon, but I was selling hair, Indian hair. Not the Indian hair they say now, right? I'm talking about, for real, importing hair from India. Like the people in India, I think, have the only culture where the woman has to cut their hair off. No one in China, Brazil, mink, no one's cutting their hair off. All that is manufactured hair, right? But in India, women really do go to the temple and they cut their hair. And if you really get raw virgin Indian hair, okay, it's not going to be on AliExpress, okay, boo-boo? You're going to be paying wrong brush. You're going to be paying about $150, $200 for a 12-inch, right? It's very expensive because you're actually getting it off someone's head. But that's the hair that we were selling. I also had a hair boutique called Creme de la Creme Hair, and we were selling high-end hair. Now, this is once again, circa 2011, circa 12. So Instagram may have just started, but you could only do pictures on Instagram. The only other outlet was Facebook. All this AliExpress, all this being able to DM someone to buy hair, none of that was existent. So you had to actually go either online in the U.S. to get the hair or go to a boutique to get the hair. So in Houston, it may have been three people, including us, that had the storefront selling hair. Okay, so I'm just saying all that to say it was hard to get the hair. Now, at the same time, this little cheap hair pops up, right? You ever heard, you can get 3 bundles for $250, and now we hear Brazilian hair and Malaysian hair. All that hair, ain't no one in Malaysia cutting their hair off. Their hair ain't come from Malaysia. Their hair ain't come from Brazil. Their hair come right from China. So that was the new thing. But I was like, who wants this cheap hair? I want to only sell the purest of the purest, right? But in business, sometimes you, as the owner, sometimes you're not the target audience. Sometimes your target audience wants something different than what you would want personally. So I would see the people come in with this cheap hair, and the stylist would be off. Oh, girl, I've been dying to see what that Malaysian hair look like. Oh, girl, I've been dying to see what that Brazil hair. I'm like, who wants this rinky-dink hair? People want it. So I said, you know what? What if we Besides selling, because our bundles are starting at $150 for 1 inch, for one bundle for a 12-inch, right? Versus people are coming in with 3 bundles for $200. So I'm like, well, let me just see what this cheap hair do. Long story short, got me a little vendor, started selling the cheap hair. Instantly, business took off. Business took off because now I'm able to be a one-stop shop. You are now able to get off work, fight through traffic, come to the salon, and you're able to not only buy the hair, but you're also able to get your hair done. So you don't have to wait 2 weeks, to order hair online, because back then that's how long you would be waiting. You didn't have to go get that cheap beauty supply hair. So by me just making that one pivot, that one change, changed everything. In 2 years, I have 5 locations, and then I have 5 more, maybe a year after that. It just took off. We had lines, like people selling Jordans on Saturday and Sunday. People are flying in. People are driving 3-4 hours. It was literally it was insane. Insane. Super Weave Express. It was that one thing that just changed. In my dealership, we were doing regular financing where you have to, get approved by the bank. So it's based on your credit, and then you got to have proof of income, and then all that stuff, right? Well, after COVID hit, the banks are now saying, okay, this person may have a job, but do you see them having a job in the next 6 months? So most businesses are like, we don't even know if we're going to be alive in the next 6 months. So a lot of our clients were not getting approved for funding. So I came up with the idea of what if we just become the bank? Like, let's just buy the cars ourselves, and then we just carry the note, right? So once we turn into in-house financing, and although in-house financing sounds bootleg, my clientele is, I had all the cars that my clientele likes. So it's going to be in-house financing. You're going to think it's going to be an old Toyota Altima. You're going to be an old beat-down Toyota Altima or Corolla. Like something old, like a smoke stain. Baby, I'm giving a Chrysler 300. I'm giving you a Cadillac ATS or CTS. I'm giving you a Dodge Charger. Who you want? You want the Hellcat? You want the Scat? You want the RT? I'm giving you cool cars, but I'm in-housing you, right? Now I'm gonna slap you over your head with that interest rate. It's business, baby. I'm gonna knock your head all the way off, but you're gonna turn corners, and you're gonna have leather. You're gonna have Bose speakers. You're gonna have a sunroof. That's what my clients looking at. They ain't worried about that note. They want them speakers. They want the sunroof. I'm going to black out that RAM on a certain car. I'm going to give you what you want. Business off. Sometimes it's the smallest thing. You ain't got to change your whole infrastructure. You don't have to, get a whole new business partner. We ain't got to start a whole new, sometimes it's just the smallest thing. So tonight I am going to be talking about marketing, be talking about the proper business structure, contracts you need to have for your business. Also going over how to get funding for your business that's not based off of your credit, right? So we're going over business grants. Grants are a great way to get capital in because it's not based on your income. It's not based on the business revenue. It's not based on credit. Those are going to be the biggest blockers to funding, especially if you have a new business, right? You don't have a profit and loss statement. You don't have 2 years tax returns. Or if you're an experienced business owner and you've already been in the game 3-5 years, you're probably over leveraged. You've had to max out your credit cards. You've had to already go and get 1, 2, 3 loans, lines of credit to start the business, to get the equipment, to carry the payroll. Now you have an opportunity to expand, but you have good credit, but you just exhausted your credit. You have no more, there is no more utilization open on your credit, right? So business grants are a great way of getting money into your business because one, you don't have to pay the money back. So it's not going to affect your bottom line. We are not going to be worried about how we're going to pay this note on the first. There is not going to be a note. So I'm going to go over how to find business grants, how to apply for business grants, what to ask for, what not to ask for, how to make your business stand out versus all of the other businesses when applying for business grants. So I have a business grant bundle that has over 900 business grants. If you want a copy from my business grant bundle, you're on my Instagram page, just type in grant in the comment. If you're on my TikTok or my YouTube page, just click that second link in my bio. But tonight, I am doing a free masterclass on how to get business grants. So if you're free in about 45 minutes, just type in bank if you're on my Instagram page. Type in bank for the link to register. If you're on my TikTok or my YouTube page, just click that first link in my bio. And you can sign up to register for my class. If you're going to be in my class tonight, I do ask that y'all at least kind of come in 10 minutes early. For some reason, I've been having a lot of people just get on. And after, I think, after 500 people, the room's going to be full. So I had to do another one last week because people were saying, I registered, but I couldn't get on. And then I had to do another one because the next week was the same thing. So I'm trying to get everyone done with, right? So I'm doing one more tonight. So if you're free at 7 o'clock, in about 45 minutes, click this comment bank in the comment on my Instagram page. Or if you are on my YouTube or TikTok, click that first link in my bio and sign up so you can get the link and try to log on, y'all. I would say about 10 minutes before 7, just to make sure that you are already, in the room so that, we can get our business to the bank, okay? The whole point of me doing this is, I'm old, right? So I've been in business since 2005. And in my heyday, there was no mentorship. There was no classes. So I kind of had to bump my head, lose sleep, miss out on money, make a whole bunch of mistakes to kind of, figure out what to do. So I'm trying to do this masterclass for free, okay, for free, so that anyone who's just like, I just need a little bit of help. I don't want to pay $10,000 and it not be a good, I don't know how you teach, how it's going to be, but maybe you are just going from YouTube video to YouTube video and, you're on that information overload. You learn one topic and then that brings you to another topic and you can't even start your business because you learn all this information and you don't know how to apply it. Or maybe you just feel like, I'm just stuck. I just need like a little direct. I need someone to tell me, do I go 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1 and I should be good to go. So I'm trying to do this free webinar tonight just to kind of give y'all a little direction to unstuck you, to kind of get your business to the bank. I am also going to be starting my 90-day mentorship program in March because March is my birthday month. Hey to all the Pisces. So if you're interested in getting in my mentorship program, I suggest that you hop on this live so you can get the information as to how to join my mentorship program. Okay, so type in bank in the comment if y'all are ready to get this business to the bank. TikTok, YouTube, click that first link in my bio. I am going to finish getting her together. But I want to encourage everyone who is on here. I want to encourage all my fellow entrepreneurs that no matter how dark it looks, it's not going to be dark forever. So if you're frustrated, if you feel like, when's my business going to hit? I've been doing everything they was telling me to do. I don't understand why it's taking me so long. I want to challenge you to change your mindset. Oh, what you mean change my mindset? If things aren't going how they're supposed to go, or how you thought they were supposed to go, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe God's trying to show you something. Maybe you got to change. There is a glitch in something that you're doing, and just a quick change is needed before the floodgates open. If God would release those floodgates right now, it's going to take you out. Because something's missing in your business. So, anyone who is just frustrated, anyone who feels like I'm tired, anyone who's thinking, you know what, this may not be for me because I done tried, and I just can't get this into work. I challenge you just to hold on. I challenge you just to hold on, because as long as God is giving you that vision, as long as he's waking you up every single day, he is not done with you. Okay? Everyone's increase, everyone's moment happens differently, but you didn't start the business, you didn't empty out your 401k, you didn't miss out on family events, you didn't do all that for nothing, right? So the devil wants you to focus on what you don't have. The devil wants to put that doubt in your mind. But if God put that vision in your mind, if he shows you the enterprise, if he shows you what your future is looking like, if you keep dreaming about this thing going, don't quit. No matter what, don't quit. You can take a break. You can pause. You can try to gather yourself, but don't quit. And then ask God. Just talk to God. God's your real business partner. All right, God, what are you trying to show me? Maybe whatever you're offering is priced too low, and if you were to open up the floodgates now, it's going to take you out because it's going to put you out of business. Or maybe you got an employee in your business who's stealing from you, but you don't even realize it because you focused on something else. And if he gave you that increase right now, you won't be able to see it. Or maybe your business partner shouldn't be going. I mean, I don't know why, but if you feel this kind of stagnant, but you know God told you to do this, don't quit. Satan wants you to quit. Satan's going to show you all your failures. Satan's going to give you all that self-doubt. Don't quit. Ask God to show you what is it that you need to do? What is the small change that needs to be done? And just be still and just wait for him to respond. He may not respond right after you pray. He may not respond the same day. He may not respond the same week. But just be still and listen and wait on God to order your footsteps, okay? I have been at that breaking point several times. You're not in business unless you thought about quitting. If the thought about quitting and throwing all this stuff away hasn't crossed your mind, then you really aren't in business. So for anyone on there who's like, girl, it's just not for me. If it was for me, I shouldn't be going through all these problems. Girl, your breakthrough is around the corner. Your breakthrough is around the corner. God sees the breakthrough. More importantly, Satan sees the breakthrough. That's why he's trying to deter you from holding steady. How Beyonce says, Texas Hold'em, hold steady. Now, let me get this miracle. I'm going to put on 10 more things. I just like putting stuff on. I'm going to put on 10 more things that mess everything up. So, if you guys are going to join me tonight, I'm excited. Hey, y'all. If not, everyone have a fabulous Sunday. And I will, of course, see you at the bank.